His name is Tyler Allgeier. Tyler, welcome to Media Day 2021.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
It's good to see you, man. You got a lot of wristbands on. Let's talk about some of the messages here. What do you have here?
So this one's Noah Strong, who we saw. It was sometime in January or February. Went to go see this kid who had ended up having cancer, and then this one was a SoFi Bowl. We got a Hope Recovery. You're not alone, for suicide, and all that. And then we just I Am the Storm for BYU football, and then we got
Loaded.
Helinski Hope.
Helinski Hope, yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Tyler Helinski. Love that. Okay, so 2020 was just amazing, man. Did you expect for the season to have the season you had? Because you had one of the best rushing seasons BYU's ever had. Yeah,
so honestly, it was just game by game, game by game type thing. But really worked hard, and I think the whole offense worked hard just to get where we were at in that season.
7.5 yards a carry is second only to Luke Staley's Doak Walker Award-winning year. That was pretty good, man.
No, I appreciate that.
After the season, did you look back ever and go, man, that was pretty good?
It was all right. It was okay.
Yeah,
it was okay.
I expect that. You're very subtle in this.
By an average 8 yards carry, maybe it was good. That was great, man.
No, I appreciate that.
Okay, Tyler, we heard that you ran a sub-4.4 40-yard dash recently.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Can you confirm the rumors?
Can confirm the rumors.
Oh, okay.
So what are we talking about exactly?
So what was it? 4.9 something, and then the second one. No, 4.9. 4.49, and then 4.39.
There we go.
4.39, and then the second one was like a 4.44.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Did you surprise yourself in this?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. You became, we knew you were good before because you had shown some flashes of brilliance, but at the end of 2019, obviously UMass, you just go off. And then Hawaii, you were really good too. You get to Scully. And then coming into the year, it was like, okay, Tyler Allgeier and Lopini Katoa are the guys. How did you evolve into the back you became? What did it take? Where did you feel like you grew the most?
It was just a lot of competition, just especially having Lopini in the backfield with me, and just really a lot of competition and just making ourselves better. So, if he did something, I had to try to match it, or if I did something, he had to try to match it. So, there's just a lot of competition in that room.
So you're going to have to do a diving catch now? Is that the...
I have to check that off the list right now.
That was gnarly, right?
That was so nice.
That was it's that versus Neil Pau for catch of the year.
No, that's true.
UTSA, that was incredible.
Okay, well, let's keep the competition theme rolling because we just talked to Keenan Peely, one of your good friends, who's a linebacker, and I asked him, do you think you could catch Tyler Allgeier if he broke away from you at the linebacker position? He said, it's a good question. Maybe we should simulate that. Would he catch you if you broke away?
Honestly, Keenan's actually really fast. That he might not think he's fast, but he's actually really fast. So it might be 50. It's like 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay.
50-50. Depends how the hole is, and just if we're one-on-one or whatever. But only time can tell. So we'll see what happens fall camp. So exactly.
There's a lot of running backs who played linebacker in high school, not in college. So how did playing backer for a bunch of 2019 help you be a better running back?
Honestly, that was probably like the biggest blessing that I could have had. That really changed the aspect in my knowledge of the game for running back. That put me in that situation.
How so?
So honestly, just shooting for blocking, linebackers always have to use their hands. So blocking, and honestly, seeing the linebackers and where they're supposed to be in the hole, and then translating that into running backs to what gap they got. So that kind of little scheme-wise.
Wow.
And all that.
Did that help immediately, like in 2019, or did it take that offseason into 2020 to really understand that?
It was really both. Yeah, I would say it was both.
Yeah. So 2020 against Navy, you have this breakout performance, right? UMass was incredible, but when you do it at Navy, it's like, whoa. After that game, did you get a different kind of confidence knowing, okay, I can do this, I'm a running back, this is our team, this is a new year, I can do this?
Yeah, I would say that.
Or did you feel that before?
No, I would say, no, I felt it before, especially with how hard we all practiced and all that. We all just had our minds right that, we're going to come in Navy and show what BYU football can do. We all trusted each other, and that's what happened.
Tyler Allgeier with us on BYU Sports Nation, BYU running back, headed for the end zone, we think, a lot of times in the 2021 season.
Were you against Coastal on the last play? Throwing to Dax is the right move. It definitely is. In hindsight, you can always look at another option, right?
Oh, for sure.
You were pretty open.
So you try and block that out?
Or you're like, hey!
No, honestly, I wasn't even part of the read, but you know, just thinking about it, just like, what if like the D line ended up going through and Zach had to run out, we had me and open, but we're not even part of the read, so
Sure.
it's just one yard short.
1 yard, yeah.
1 yard.
I saw
exactly.
that teal and I just brought it back to me. I'm sorry, I had to bring it up.
All right, Tyler, as you prepare for 7 Power 5 opponents, what do you think is going to be the most noticeable difference when you're running behind that offensive line and trying to pick apart linebackers and where they're supposed to be and whatnot, knowing that the level of competition is going to be a significant step up? Yeah,
so honestly, I would say really line difference. We lost a lot of guys, but I honestly love my own line. So it isn't. So and what they do and what they've been doing this offseason, I trust them. I think we'll have the same season as last year, hopefully. Hopefully, obviously, we'll play game by game, but just studying film and knowing what the defense is doing will help both me and the line do our part.
Okay.
And the hope is offensively you can approximate what happened last year. Obviously, it's a different quarterback, but it's still Aaron Roderick. It's still Fesitaki. It's still Steve Clark and company. And it's Jaron Hall and Baylor Romney, who have been in the room. Jacob Conover had last season. So how do you feel like you guys can approximate what you did last year, despite losing some notable players?
Obviously, like you said, we lost some notable players, and but I believe we have the pieces to literally put the glue together and put the puzzle to make the puzzle right.
Tell us about the quarterbacks, because there's going to be a fun competition that we're in the middle of. It feels like whoever starts, that's going to be a great option. What's it like for you to be a running back and watch and sort of work with 3 different guys?
It's just seeing all their styles. All of them have an arm. All of them can do a lot of things differently that literally puts them apart. But I love all my quarterbacks, all 8 of them or whatever. But those 3 that are fighting right now, it's going to be a competition, and whoever we go with, we'll all be ready.
Tyler, you're listed as one of the top 25 running backs in the country, according to a number of publications. You deserve it. You had a great season. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for the 2021 season. Thanks for coming in to hang out with us, man.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.